The drama surrounding Rafa's life unfolds like a symphony of triumph and tragedy, weaving a tale of love, loss, and redemption that stretches across decades. It begins with a quiet, tender moment in his home, where the renowned surgeon is performing a delicate operation on his daughter Mary's toy, placing a tiny heart inside just as she requested. Her delight is immediate and pure. She listens to the toy's heartbeat, hugs her father tightly, and expresses gratitude with the innocent sincerity only a child can muster. This small, intimate scene contrasts sharply with the grandeur and weight of Rafa's professional life, where he is later praised in newspapers for a surgery that allowed a princess to walk again, a feat that cements his fame and earns him the title of chief surgeon. The recognition comes with an invitation to celebrate, a brief window of joy before the world intrudes with its harsh realities. Walking through the streets with a colleague, Rafa's compassion is tested instantly when a newspaper boy is struck by a car. The mother's grief is immediate and raw, and Rafa, driven by both instinct and skill, rushes the boy to the hospital. Inside the operating room, he faces the unthinkable as the boy's heart stops. Refusing to yield to despair, Rafa speaks to the child, urging him to survive, to remain with his mother. Against all odds, the boy's heart beats again, a miraculous testament to Rafa's dedication. Yet even in this moment of victory, Rafa's personal life begins to fracture. At home, he finds his daughter asleep, unaware of the peril that has passed, while his wife silently weeps, the seeds of betrayal and heartbreak quietly taking root. The following day, Rafa discovers the boy has been discharged because the family cannot afford care, a revelation that exposes the rigid boundaries of wealth and privilege in the hospital system. Determined to help, Rafa seeks out the boy in a poor neighborhood, only to find him under the care of a witch doctor. He intervenes, demanding proper treatment, but faces opposition from the hospital director, who prioritizes fundraising for the wealthy over compassion. Rafa leverages his fame to secure donations, ultimately opening a ward for the poor, demonstrating that true heroism is not measured in accolades but in the lives one saves. Yet that night, the joy of his daughter's birthday is shattered by a letter revealing that his wife has left with Mary to return to a former lover, a betrayal that sends Rafa spiraling into despair. Abandoned, beaten, and betrayed by a jealous friend, Rafa disappears, presumed dead, and 15 years pass with his daughter unaware that her father survives somewhere beyond memory. Mary grows into a determined young woman, returning to the city to study while supporting herself. She plays the piano in a bar for her livelihood, clutching a photograph of her parents as a lifeline to a past she can barely recall. In a stable one night, Rafa emerges, living on the margins of society with amnesia, wandering without purpose until he instinctively heals a dislocated shoulder for a farmer, revealing glimpses of his former brilliance. Named Anthony by his benefactor Sophia, he begins a modest life at her mill, carrying heavy loads yet moving with dignity, his medical genius hidden beneath layers of lost memory. Meanwhile, Mary navigates her own challenges, resisting Count Philip's advances even as fate conspires to entwine their paths, culminating in an accident that leaves Mary critically injured. Rafa, urged by Sophia, defies his memory loss to perform the surgery himself, staying awake through the night to save his daughter, guided by instinct and a deep, unbroken bond. As truth and identity slowly return, the narrative reaches its crescendo. Mary and Philip face obstacles from deceitful family members, while Rafa confronts legal consequences for practicing medicine without a license. Yet through trials, courtroom revelations, and heartfelt testimony from the very lives Rafa has touched, justice prevails. Mary recognizes her father, Rafa embraces his daughter, and miracles long thought lost are restored. Love and life are finally reconciled as Mary marries Philip, Rafa unites with Sophia, and the community celebrates the man who has given so much, a testament to resilience, compassion, and the enduring power of memory. This story reminds us that courage and compassion can overcome loss and injustice. If this narrative moved you, take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel to follow more stories of hope, resilience, and extraordinary human spirit. Which moment touched you the most, and how do you think Rafa's perseverance shaped the lives around him? Share your thoughts below and join the conversation, keeping the legacy of his story alive.